As an example, I want to share with you what Daniel Logan spoke about in his book regarding Alice Cooper. And it starts by saying the 1970s ushered in the extreme forms of avid rock, and with them, all the inhuman, degrading, self-destructive elements that characterize the kids who use hard drugs. And remember, sex, drugs, and music are the ways to get through to these young minds, to pull them in to the darkness, into the lower vibrational energies. The book goes on to say, Alice Cooper's performance exemplifies these elements. It reeks of hate, violence, and human despair. A sadomasochistic relationship exists between Alice and his audiences. What he does on stage is designed to evoke evil, and it is successful. And then the book goes on to describe some of the things that Alice Cooper does on stage, live, in front of these young, impressionable audiences. So the book says, when his group performs its hit Dead Babies, Alice actually chops up the lifelike mannequin of a child and throws the dismembered pieces to the audience, and they scream for more. Alice comes down into his audience and grabs the hair of several kids. This he does not do gently. When pain is expressed by those whose hair is being pulled, Alice lets go. The kids fight one another to have Alice Cooper inflict physical pain on them. And Alice either fakes or in actuality kills live chickens on stage. He bites off their heads and drinks their blood, or seems to. It also says at the end of each performance, Alice Cooper is killed. His feigned death often comes as he's hanged on stage. This is the most important aspect of his performance. The audience is beside itself with joy as his eyes roll, his tongue hangs out, and he kicks the air like a person dying of strangulation. This whole generation is bent on self-destruction. Alice Cooper told an interviewer from After Dark magazine, "Self-destruction is great. It's fun. I don't plan to be 30. I just say to have fun every day. If you have to answer to anyone for what you do, then you're really killing yourself." And then Daniel Logan, the author, is pondering, are the devil-like image and the evil on-stage goings-on of Alice Cooper an accident or a sick joke? Or can it be that an evil force is utilizing him, a truly demonic force that means to ensnare children into becoming its sadistic, drug-laden victims? Those kids who are unable to care or feel except when mental or physical pain is inflicted on them? I am completely convinced that there are many persons involved in the arts today who have become, some knowingly, others unwittingly, emissaries of the evil force that is out to grab as many of us as it can, in any way it can. It is said that the arts reflect the times and the presage for the future. If that is so, then we are all in for a lot of trouble. So again, Alice Cooper's actions on stage and in front of his young impressionable audience is no accident. I believe that this is spiritual warfare that is taking place on the youth of our time. In the book, it also points this out. In interview after interview, Alice Cooper is referred to off stage as a gentle, peaceful, kindly person, completely unlike the sadistic monster which takes over the stage at performance time and hypnotizes masses of children into senseless, hopeless, and defiled states. And that was interesting too, because it reminds me of Alice Cooper in the movie Wayne's World. In the movie Wayne's World, Wayne and Garth have backstage passes to see Alice Cooper after his concert. So they find him backstage and they're ready to party with Alice Cooper. But it seems Wayne and Garth are quite surprised that Alice Cooper seems to be a gentle and even intellectual person when he's backstage.
So, do you come to Milwaukee often?
Well, I'm a regular visitor here, but Milwaukee has certainly had its share of visitors. The French missionaries and explorers were coming here as early as the late 1600s to trade with the Native Americans.
In fact, isn't Milwaukee an Indian name?
Yes, Pete, it is. Actually, it's pronounced Miliwake, which is Algonquin for the good land.
So Daniel Logan goes on to say, possibly he is a really nice guy. Possibly he is merely the creation of managers and or agents who know the pulse of the times and will offer any form of debauched insanity to make money off of kids.